Hello all and welcome to my channel where I'm just this random guy on YouTube with a finance and accounting degree that's just trying to help you build wealth and get better with finances. In today's video, I saw something on TikTok that had to give me a big pause, where someone gave a financial advice, and it was from the girl Erika Taught Me, but it was a guest she had, so it wasn't her. And what she said with how people should be paying off debt, that people are doing it the wrong way, it is really interesting. Do I think she's right? We're gonna find out. Hit the like and subscribe, guys. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and with your help, I will certainly get there. Now let's see what she said.
What's the worst finfluencer advice you've seen?
Saying that people needed to build up their savings before they were paying off their credit card debt. Financially, that's a huge mistake. Whatever the savings you have, pay off the credit card debt. Even if that means you're zeroed out, because the credit card debt costs you so much and the savings account is not earning you anything. And so you're just transferring value, which I thought was just numerically incorrect advice.
Wow. Oh my Lord. Where do I begin? You see, number one, the way she ended it by saying numerically is wrong. Yes, of course it is. Numerically, it's wrong. But unfortunately, as humans, we don't, we're not a computer, okay? We don't do things numerically. We do things based upon behavior. And if you have no money in your account, guys, every emergency that comes up, what's gonna happen? You end up using your credit card, okay? Anytime you're struggling or get a layoff, whatever, you're using that credit card. So all that work that you've been doing to pay off your debt, now you're going right back to use that card during any situation because you have no savings, no emergencies. Now, I understand what she's saying, maybe, if all you owe is like $2,000 and wiping out your savings account is gonna pay off that debt completely, then I get it, and I really do. And I do feel like there's a certain amount of money you do need to save as a cushion. That's why Dave Ramsey says, have $1,000 in your savings account. Is it enough? No, but it's enough to cover the little things that might come up, okay? But have at least $1,000 in your account in order to protect you, and then at the same time, you start paying off your debt. And any little thing that happens, take the money from $1,000, you cover that, and you keep on going. And that's the way you gain momentum in paying off your debt. But if you take that $1,000 and you put it all into a credit card, yes, it makes sense. Like what she said, numerically, if you have it sitting in a high yield savings account, getting 5% interest, but then you have a credit card with 22 or 26% interest rate, obviously it makes sense that you know that you need to pay off that credit card because the interest on the credit card is eating up where you have savings. But the savings and the numbers don't matter when it comes to having money on the side. You don't really care about the interest, okay? The interest does not matter when it comes to this equation. When it comes to this equation, the big thing is, can you cover the small expenses? And that $1,000 will save you. See, what bothers me when people says this is they're not going through the situation during the times that we're going through, okay? During these tough times, during this economy, right now, rent is extremely high. Gas is extremely high. Groceries is extremely high. Inflation is just killing people's paychecks. So many people are living paychecks to paycheck, okay? A lot of people are not getting any raises at work. And if they are, it's hardly anything. It's not enough to match inflation. So back in days, yes, you were able to get away with that, where the housing expenses wasn't as high and it wasn't eating up so much of your paycheck. But now it is, okay? And telling someone to not have $1,000 or have any savings on the side is a horrible advice. You see, I would have agreed with her if she said you don't need to have $30,000, $40,000, like a 6-month emergency. Just have $1,000. That I would agree with. But man, that seems so out of touch to tell people to have no money in savings during these times. Do you know how scary it is to walk around with no savings? And even with that being said, the credit cards right now are up to like $2 trillion, right? The balances, even more than that. And more than 50% of society doesn't even have $500 saved into the savings account. And even 65% or more don't even have $1,000. So we want to tell people to start having money on the sides. That way everything is not an emergency. Okay, yes, credit card debt is important. You want to pay it off. But there's other things that you can do. You could try to do a credit card transfer first to decrease the interest, right? That is an option. You could just start looking at your expenses, start cutting back. Some people are afraid to make a budget or even look at their expenses. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to cut back everything in your life, but there might be some things in there that you could probably cut back on that will help you bring that debt down. And eventually, guys, you are going to get a raise. Are the raises great at work? No, it's not as great as we think it is, but it's still a raise. Okay, there's still side hustles that you could do out there. You could do an Uber, DoorDash. There's other things you could do to try to speed up the process of paying off your debt. That way, you don't need to live off just $1,000 in emergency fund or a very small amount in emergency fund. That way, you can knock out the debt as fast as you can and then start adding more money into your investments account and then start putting more money into your savings. But you cannot. And I repeat, guys, and let me know if you agree with me. You cannot wipe out everything that you have in your savings account. That idea, I do not like. Drop a comment down below, guys, and let me know what you think. Catch you guys in my next video. Peace.